Our home was built in the 1980s. One of the common problems for many older houses is having these kind of very small entryways. My entryway was tiny, boring, and no charm. Definitely not the first impression I was hoping to give anybody. The painting on the wall was painted by myself years ago. I love to create artwork for the home. My opinion, you don't have to be a professional artist to create a piece of art for your own home. I love to have things around the house that have a little story or history behind them. Besides, they are 100% hand-painted or made by yourself. How unique is that? I knew I wanted to create an entry that was much more welcoming, stylish, and functional. So let's begin. I went to Home Depot and I got a sheet of plywood. One sheet is enough for this project, so the cost was only at $17. I asked the staff to cut it into 10 pieces for me, 5 inches in width and 57 inches in length. In addition, I bought one board of 1x4 at 16 feet in length and one board of 1x3 at 16 feet in length. These would be used for baseboard and crown molding. First, I removed the old baseboard using 3 tools: a hammer with a chisel and a crowbar. I then installed the 1x4 board using a nail gun. For crown molding, I installed the 1x3 on the top edge first, then 1x4 along the wall edge below. I then started installing the shiplap above the baseboard. I applied the liquid nail on the back of the board, then used the nail gun to secure the piece on the wall. Before installing the next board, I painted the inner edge of each board as it would be impossible to do so after the boards were installed. I used 2 nickels as spacers between the vertical boards. The paint I got from Home Depot and the color was called Midnight in New York. Because the plywood is very easy to chip when you make cuts, I used the painter's tape to cover the cutting lines. This can help to make super clean cuts. I then installed a 1x3 board on top of the shiplap. After all the boards installed, I used the wood plaster to fill the nail holes and then apply the water-based paintable caulk to fill the gaps and the joints. Used my finger, smooth it out, and then sand it down before painting. For the walls and ceiling, I used the paint I had previously. It's Wolfsburg brand white paint from Lowe's. Color is called Du Jour in eggshell finish. To add some contrast, I painted the baseboard and the crown molding with a light gray color. It also brings the warm tone to the entryway. Before painting the door, I used the wood filler to fill all the cracks and the holes, then sanded it smooth and painted the same color as I did on the outside. It's a tricorn black in eggshell finish. I used a small brush for the detail and a high-density foam roller for the flat surface. After finished painting the door, I didn't like these two dark colors next to each other. It made the small area too dark and crowded, so I repainted the shiplap the same color as the door, and it turned out to be a very good decision. I purchased the 5 hooks from the Etsy shop online, but I was very disappointed with what I received. I ordered antique gold colored hooks as described on their website and showed in the pictures. Instead, I received the hooks with a tarnished copper finish. I ended up using rub and buff for the antique gold finish. My last video I did a tutorial on how to use Rub and Buff to update the metalware. I will link it down below in case you haven't seen that video. After the painting was completed, I updated the ceiling light fixture and replaced the old light switches on the wall. Next, I wanted to make 3 art prints for the wall. As always, I did it all by myself. I simply picked the 3 of my favorite photos that were taken from the trips, sketched out, printed, then framed, with 0 cost. I will create a tutorial on the process and will post it soon. Leave the comments below what you think about this. I think the prints blended in very well with the updated entryway, also added more elegance to the space. With the colors I chose, along with the new baseboards, crown moldings, and the prints, the entryway turned out to be as nice as I had hoped for. It gives the house a welcoming and inviting impression when someone walks through the front door. And the updates made this small entryway no longer boring. I hope this small entryway makeover inspires you to freshen up yours. Even if you don't have a big area to work with, you can still make a functional and stylish entry. That's it for this time, guys. If you liked this video, please give it big thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.